Today we're talking about productivity. Feeling overwhelmed, unmotivated, or you just have absolutely no idea where to start in order to tackle your to-do list are pretty common feelings with all of us, I think. So today I've got a few tips to help you get the ball rolling, figure out where to start, and to help you hopefully keep going once you have started. My first quick fire tip is don't wait for the perfect moment. I think we're all waiting for the perfect time in order to do so many different things in different aspects of our lives. My advice: stop waiting and start doing now. Pick one small thing that you can do and just start going from there. The second tip I have is to start doing something really small and really easy. For me, this is usually cleaning or tidying. So I usually feel pretty unproductive if my space around me is untidy anyway, but a great way that I do to start getting my juices flowing and feeling like really motivated is to start tidying. Just something really small and mindless. And usually once you start doing these things, you're feeling really good and you're feeling really productive and motivated, and that makes it so much easier to start tackling one of the things that you actually really want to start doing. I realised this was, I had come home from work one day, I had put frozen berries in my bag, I had bought them, I left the bag on my bed, and I'd just come in, went on my phone, read, wasted a whole bunch of time. And when I got up, I realised that the frozen berries had obviously defrosted, leaked through the bag and stained my sheets. Late at night, it was like 9 or 10, and I had to obviously clean the bag, change the sheets, clean everything. And after I'd done all that, I was feeling really motivated, and I was like, yes, I want to start doing stuff. I want to start, like, you know, doing everything off my to-do list. But of course it was like quite late at night, and I was, you know, I didn't have enough time anymore. I needed to go to bed. So that was when I realised that just tidying and cleaning and doing small tasks really is so effective in kickstarting you into doing your to-do list. Speaking of to-do lists, my third tip is to write one. I have literally written a to-do list, I think, for as long as I can remember. They're such useful tools. For me, I can't do anything if my brain is a big jumbled mess. I have to empty it, take it all out of my head, and I think that's a great thing to do, to just clear your head of everything, and then it's on the paper and you can sort it all out, and then you're not, you know, getting annoyed if you've forgotten something because it's all in front of you. So once it's in front of you, you can prioritize it, you can sort it into which day you want to do, or month you want to do, or, you know, whenever you want to do that thing, or realize that it's not actually important to you now that you look at it on a piece of paper. This next tip that I've got is from the motivational videos and inspirational people that I watch online. It would be to pick one thing to do at a time. And I struggle with this quite a lot, but having since implemented it into my life and my, you know, productive to-do list days, I've actually found this really useful, because usually I'll have my tabs open on my laptop and I'll be doing multiple different things, and then I'll be doing something over here, and it takes me a long time to kind of get through those things. But if I do one thing and I sit and do it and maybe set a timer, I realise that it does help. You're just focused on that one task, and I think it's quite difficult for the brain to switch between different tasks. Next tip is one that I have absolutely loved discovering. It's having a really good productive morning, and this can be whatever a productive morning means for you. So you have to find things that you enjoy that are going to make you feel good in the morning. I have a morning routine, and I don't always do it in the exact order, and I don't always do everything in my morning routine, but I always try and, you know, take things and kind of feel how I'm feeling that day. And all those things in my morning routine make me feel good. I know I'm going to have a really good start to the day once I'm doing these happy, feeling, productive activities. I think it's just having a really intentional morning. I think it's easy to get up and just, you know, scroll on your phone for ages, mindlessly do things. But I think being intentional is really important, and being aware that, you know, you're doing these feel good things. So these next two tips kind of intertwine a bit. I've heard of doing the hardest, or the task that you are looking forward to the least, doing that first thing in the morning. And I try and do that task that I'm least looking forward to in the morning at some point, but for me it's not necessarily the first thing anymore. If that works for you, do that, because I guarantee you once you do the hardest thing, then you're going to feel really good about keeping going with doing stuff for the rest of the day. But for me, I would recommend trying to find when doing certain tasks works for you. Last tip, which is probably the tip that I struggle with the most, is not to compare yourself to others. For me, when I compare myself to others, it's not about my body image, it's about achievements in life. That's how I compare myself and see my feelings in terms of how hard I've worked, or you know, goal and work achievements, things like that. So like with everything, is to not compare yourself to others. Like it's been said so many other times, we're all on our own path, and if you look at your life, I'm sure you'll have seen, you know, ways that you maybe weren't ready, or you know, you were doing something else, or you needed to wait for that thing to happen before you could now achieve this. And nobody knows what anybody else is going through, only know you. And my way of looking at it is you can only work your hardest, and you can only learn from your experiences. I can't change my past, I can't change my failings, but I can change where I'm going, and I can change how I want to start living my life, and the things that I want to start doing, and how I work towards my goal. I hope you take some of the tips, start, you know, using them in your life, and I will see you in the next video.